folks, welcome to PlayBranson, Branson's top show about Branson's entertainers. I'm your host, Chris Myer, and in today's show, I have Ryan and Carina Hughes with the Hughes Music Show. Now, today's episode is brought to you by iBranson.com, where you can plan your entire Branson vacation. So be sure to visit iBranson.com. Do you need help with a Branson show schedule? Want to know who's playing tonight in Branson? Well, you can go to the vacationchannel.com website and see Branson's show and attraction schedules. Click on the schedule button in the top right corner. We'll be back with Ryan and Carina in just a moment. Don't turn that channel. Hey folks, welcome back to PlayBranson. On today's show, for the very first time, which I can't believe, Ryan and Carina Hughes. So welcome to the show. It's so exciting to have you guys here. Yeah, I was looking and I was like, Ryan's never been on the show. I could not believe it. Well, you haven't either. But like, I've had every other brother except you. So welcome.
Must be extra special today.
Yes. I think your brothers were just slighting you.
Yeah.
They just didn't want you on or something. I don't know.
It was really me behind the scenes pulling the, no, you go. I'm just gonna be counting these numbers here.
Yeah, there you go. So tell people about your history, both of you, your histories, and how did you get into the entertainment business?
Well, I mean, for me, and for people that know, they know the Hughes Brothers. We've been performing in Branson for a long time, but there's a lot of people that haven't never seen us before. But I started with my brothers performing as our five brothers 45 years ago back in Utah, and about 32 years ago, we officially were coming to Branson and getting our start here, and you know, because people said, you guys ought to be in Branson, and we had like, what's Branson?
And this is why you're performing this is why you're performing other places.
Yeah,
that they're saying you guys need to go to Branson.
Yeah, like we would perform out west, kind of all over, and people would say, you guys ought to be in Branson. We had never even heard of Branson, and so we made arrangements. And there was a contact that had contact with Silver Dollar City and arranged for an audition where we did an audition for Silver Dollar City back in '94, and we also happened to have like a recording contract that we're going to do an album in Nashville, and so we're like, well, might as well go and check out this Branson and do this, and sure enough, once we had done that, they wanted to bring us back and be an act for the following year at Silver Dollar City. So that's what whole family moved out, and of course back then it was the five brothers, and two of the brothers were married at the time, and there was when the move officially happened, there were two children.
Hughes children.
Yeah, Hughes children officially. And so from there we grew exponentially, obviously, but
people may not know what you're really talking about here.
Yeah.
And so you guys are kind of what we would consider the world's largest performing family.
Yeah.
Right? And so, I mean, do you want to talk about that now, or do you want to talk about that later?
Yeah, we can. I maybe let Carina talk a little bit about it.
I guess if we go back to a little bit how I got involved, then that's when, things didn't grow until they were all married. So we met in high school, had choir class together, but really in the talent show at school, saw each other and kind of grew from there. So when his family moved here, he was actually doing missionary work away from them. So in their first initial move here, I came out one summer and kind of helped watch some kids just because we were friends in the family. And by then they had about 3 or 4 kids, so not very many to watch backstage. But as everybody got married over the years, brothers have 15 kids, 12 kids, 7 kids, 4 kids, 3 kids. So a lot more. And now we're into that second generation where most of the brothers are having grandkids. We just had our first. We have one.
Wow, congratulations.
Our grandchild last November was numbered 100 in the family.
That's counting spouses, married in, kids, married kids, grandkids, great-grand.
Yeah, that's big. That's big.
It's been bigger and bigger.
Well, that's what's funny is the USA Today, it was back I think 2010 or something. I mean, it was a while ago that they called us the world's largest performing family, but we are a lot bigger than we were then. So
it keeps getting bigger. You can't stop that.
Yeah.
Now, how many kids do you guys have?
We have 7.
7.
Yeah, we're just average.
You're just kind of in the middle.
Literally, we're average. And it's kind of funny because oldest brother Marty has 15, and that's why Jason says, well, that's why I only have 12.
Right.
And I say we're average at 7.
Yeah.
And Andy is the underachiever with 4. Okay. So
yeah. And so you guys were at Silver Dollar City for a while.
It ended up just being the one summer.
The one summer.
We thought it was going to be longer, but and so that kind of that happened, and when we found out they weren't renewing our contract, and it was about that time that Merrill Osmond had come and seen the brothers out at Silver Dollar City, and it was at the time that Wayne Osmond actually had his brain tumor, and so they actually brought the brothers to be guest stars in the Osmond show for a couple weeks. And from that point, after that, it kind of opened the door for another theater that was looking for support in the show that they were designing, the Wild West show. That come in, you might remember.
With Sonny, right?
Yeah, with Sonny. And so the brothers were arranged to be guest stars in that show. And this was all during the time I was not even here myself, but which, looking back, I'm glad I wasn't, because they did a crazy grueling schedule that year, because they were mostly doing 2 shows of the Wild West show, and the brothers. That's when we first had our morning show, so they were actually doing primarily 3 shows a day throughout the regular season. So I mean, it was a lot of work, crazy schedule.
I was around for all of that.
So yeah, that's kind of why they needed Carina there to help
watch a few kids,
help watch kids, and so she actually had more experience living in Branson than I had.
Yeah. And so when you came back, did y'all start had you already been dating, or would you start dating?
The high school dance kind of, go out on some high school dance. We did a summer musical together before he left, with some of his other brothers and my sister and stuff. So just a community theater thing. But then when they were in Branson, they'd always go back, and once they established themselves in Branson, they would go tour back home, do some shows, on the road. And it's when they came back through there after he was home that, I was with the family, and he said, wow, she's really knows my family now. And
well, I had interest, obviously. But I remember who she was and all that stuff. But she was because she was out in Branson in the summer of '96, and so I got home in January of '97, and so we went on tour, and we're out in Utah doing some shows, and
it's kind of
once I saw her, I at least accomplished letting her know that I actually really liked her.
Yeah. And,
I mean, if she didn't
and
already
so when
know, I
did,
don't
and when
know.
did y'all get married then?
Actually, August of 97.
Oh, well, it didn't take long.
No, not too long.
It didn't take long.
So,
Kind of knowing each other for those years before.
Yeah.
You know.
yeah, because the family,
Yeah.
So the Hughes brothers eventually bought the Roy Clark Theater. When did that happen?
We officially originally set up a lease option on the theater in 2000.
Okay.
And it was a 5-year lease option to buy. And so those first 5 years we were just in that position, but and then when it came down to the wire, we were able to exercise our option and get the theater just in the nick of time. So
yeah. And so you guys have been there in that theater really for a long time. And there's of course a great history in that theater.
Yes. There's we still have all these signatures on the green room wall, and pretty much everybody and their dog that was anything throughout the years initially would perform at that theater. So so big celebrities and
brought all the celebrities in.
Yeah.
Some of them then.
Well, it was really kind of the first like real like theater like that's like a nice theater that was being built like so it was kind of a historic.
Yeah, a lot of history there.
Yeah.
Okay, folks, we'll be back in just a second. Hang tight. Going to Branson for some relaxation and fun? You've got to stay with Branson's award-winning hotel family, Myer Hotels. Myer Hotels features 4 hotels in Branson with the best locations for your trip. Choose from brands you know and trust, like the Holiday Inn Express on Green Mountain Drive, the Best Western Centerpoint Inn, Comfort Inn at Thousand Hills, and the Comfort Inn and Suites. Enjoy refreshing indoor pools and hot tubs. Do you like free? How about a free hot breakfast each morning? Free vacation planning services, and of course, smiles are always free. Want even more value? Go to MyerHospitality.com and join our e-club to save 15% off your next stay and check out incredible deals with our vacation packages. Call 1-877-FUN-STAY to book Branson's award-winning hotels or visit MyerHospitality.com. It's your safe choice for award-winning lodging in Branson. MyerHospitality.com. Hey folks, welcome back to the show on PlayBranson. Today we have Ryan and Carina Hughes, and part of the Hughes Brothers, Hughes Music Show. And so the Hughes have been in Branson for a long time. But there's probably people watching that have no idea what the Hughes Brothers are or the Hughes Music Show is. Let's tell people, what is it?
Well,
it was the Hughes Brothers, but like we mentioned before, how it grew, we just couldn't keep calling the show the Hughes Brothers. It was more than that. So many more family members involved, and not just the wives, but the kids as they got older and older, took on more and more roles. It was just needed to be the Hughes with the family name, but music show of all writings.
And it's kind of evolved into like a really quite a large production show. Actually, our family shows kind of operate that way, where we have big production numbers, lots of dancing, lots of singing and playing instruments, and just kind of the whole production. And of course there's lots of us on stage.
And so at any one time, how many people are on stage? Do you have like where the most?
Well, I mean, I feel like
that would happen during the Christmas show?
Yeah, generally the Christmas show, we have a few more family members in it, but we typically have at least like 50 family members on stage.
You should know.
Yeah, well, it fluctuates a little bit because sometimes the baby doesn't come out or something, but but and from year to year, I mean, sometimes we all of a sudden have an influx of, we want to be in the show this year, But
so when that many people are on stage, like there has to be a lot of choreography going on, right?
A lot of blocking. When there's that many, it's a little bit less about the dancing choreography, but more blocking, staging. Where can we put everybody? and make it not look like just a pack of people.
Well, and you'll have different groupings. Like you might have like 5 or 6 that are doing more intense choreography, but then you'll have people in the background that are just kind of doing simple blocking, because obviously you don't want, if everybody's like going all over the place all at the same time, for one, there's a lack of space for that, but also it becomes like, where do I look? Where do I...
Yeah. But you also have to have a lot of costume.
Yes.
Too. Yeah. I mean, and so, when I've seen the show, I'm always amazed at, number one, how talented the whole family is. But, I mean, you guys have to have a lot of costumes as well.
Definitely a lot of costumes.
Yeah.
Lots of costume changes. And depending on the brothers generally change costumes a number of times. Of course,
there's some that will
the
be
wives
less,
and
so they have just a few things, and others that have more.
Or a lot of the young adults are making lots of costume changes.
Yeah.
So it kind of depends on the.
So in 2026, give us a few highlights of the show.
Well, I mean, for now, this year we actually we're working on this big section of music that is replacing, I would say, probably a good half of the first half of our show. And the premise of the section of music is combining the fact that, well, we're a family that's performing, together, and so we're taking mostly cover tunes of actual family duos, groups that were doing parts of those songs
kind of through the era.
Yeah, so like you can have anything from the Gatlin brothers, the Mills brothers, to the Bee Gees, Andrews Sisters, the Jackson 5. Of course, now that we have such a large family, we don't have to rely on the brothers to have to do all that ourselves, and we're not going to do an Andrews Sisters song anyway.
The girls are good.
But we have the whole gambit of whatever we need to be able to do those songs however we want, and we have that combined with for now we have a couple, like I think, well, right now I think it's just one original song that's gonna kind of bring it all together, where we really bring out everybody.
That's when you'll see that everybody on stage.
Family section every year for the Hughes Music Show and the Hughes Brothers Christmas Show. We always have that one moment when everybody that's in the show at that time is out on stage,
little babies, toddlers, and everybody else, and we group into families so that we can
you can kind of see
who's where and how much.
And it's been different throughout the years for different shows, but I think this year it's going to be probably one of our best, if not the best, what we've combined, and where it really has the opportunity to really feature a whole lot of the family
and the diverse abilities that everybody has.
So when we think about Branson Entertainment, we think family entertainment. Of course, you guys you fit that to a bill, right? Especially with so many family members, and it's kind of it's a uniqueness. Yeah, it really is. And do the kids have to perform?
No.
But they must want to.
They do, and sometimes, especially like when they're younger, it's.
That's what you get. Sometimes you'll have 45 people on stage. Yeah. Sometimes you'll have 40.
Well, and sometimes like for a young child, and they just know that that's what they grew up doing, and so sometimes if something goes wrong or something like that, they'll get really quite upset about it. Like they'll somehow
I missed something.
And it's like, it's okay, the show goes on.
They do hit a certain age where they become committed to being in the show that year. Then they're kind of required to be there and commit to it. And if they have something they need to miss for, we have another thing about having a large family cast is we have people that can switch around and fill in for somebody else. So we always have backups for a mom that might have a child that's sick and can't come, and teenagers who have that one, teenage activity they really want to do.
Yeah, we try to be flexible and allow them to experience other things that they want to do, but I mean, within reason. But
so tell people about when the show is and where.
Well, I mean, the show's at our theater, the Hughes Brothers Theatre on 76, and so it's the Hughes Music Show. We do 4 shows a week right now. Well, actually, we're opening up March 3rd. March 3rd. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday night, and Saturday night at 8 p.m. for the Hughes Music Show. And
that'll run pretty much all year.
Yep. And then you guys are also doing on select dates the Hughes Brothers Country.
Yes.
And those are on Mondays at 2. I have down. But it's not every Monday.
Yeah, it will be like in the spring, basically starting in April, and also the fall for that show. Yep. On Mondays, and so when it's on, it will be on every Monday, and
that one has the name Hughes Brothers Country.
Hughes Brothers Country,
going back to the roots when they first came, and they were not the whole family.
So if people want a flavor of what our show was kind of like, with the exception that we're much older now than we were then, but it's very, very similar, and a lot of the content is just the exact songs we were doing when we first came. But then we also have the Hughes Brothers Christmas Show, and that we do a lot more shows in November and December. November, we have, some weeks we have like 10 shows of that a week, and so we have some morning, some afternoon, and evening, so there's plenty of options for that show.
One other thing real quick, you guys also do some camps.
Yeah.
Tell people just real quickly about those.
We have the Song and Stage Boot Camp, and that is how many years? This is about the 14th.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've been
a lot of years, and it revolves around youth, generally 10, 11, 12-year-old up through high school. It's a really great
sometimes young adults.
Yeah, really great age for them to branch out into not being afraid to use their talent and explore that, and we nurture that and build a camp around. We bring in a lot of friends from town that are experts. Everybody here is so talented, and help them learn about the business, not just how to perform, but the whole business aspect of going into theater, music.
Yeah, we've also brought like people from Broadway and so there. I mean, it's actually been a great thing to open doors for people. In fact, actually, we're gonna be,
day of recording this, we're going down to Arkansas to see one of the kids that's been in the camp over the years. Of course, he also had his own high school experience and college experience, but he is now performing in a Broadway touring company.
Wow. That's awesome.
Go see him perform.
Awesome. So I think there's a lot of stuff like that theaters are doing that maybe people don't always know. So if you have a student that maybe is interested in this business, check out this camp that they do. Another thing I do want to highlight real quick, and then we got to go, is you guys also have a couple of other shows at the theater.
Yes.
One is Revive, which is the next generation of the Hughes kids.
Yes.
And then we have the Ball Knobbers.
Yes.
The world famous Ball Knobbers are at the theater. So something always happening at y'all's theater.
Yes. And it's really cool about like Revive, like recently this past year, it's been made into a dinner show. So people come, they watch the first half down in the theater, and then the second half, they're up performing right there with you, around you while you're eating and stuff. So it's a really quite unique experience. And of course, the Ball Knobbers, since they've been at our theater, this is the third year, I believe, that they're here at both their shows. The Ball Knobbers regular show as well as their vintage show are both just super dynamic and awesome.
Okay, folks, you've heard a lot about the Hughes Brothers today and the Hughes Music Show. And so if you're looking for world-class family entertainment from the world's largest performing family, go out to the Hughes Music Theater. That is located at 3425 West 76 Country Boulevard, right on the heart of the entertainment district. And go check them out and just see you're literally decades of entertaining families here in Branson. So we want to thank you guys both for being here today, and we'll be back in just a second to wrap the show up.
There are so many things to do in Branson. You need help planning and booking all your fun. You need iBranson.com. You can find everything Branson has to offer from your computer, tablet, or cell phone. You can even buy tickets online or talk to one of their friendly Branson travel specialists. There's no sales pitches, no delivery fees, no service fees, and no waiting. It's fast and easy. Find your fun at iBranson.com. Do it all online or call 877-ENTERTAIN. That's 877-368-3782. iBranson.com.
Hey folks, welcome back to the show. We've been talking to Ryan and Carina Hughes with the Hughes Music Show. Now you can find them at the Hughes Brothers Theatre at 3425 West 76 Country Boulevard. They have shows on Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 8 p.m. And the Hughes Brothers Country Show is on select days on Mondays at 2 p.m. And of course, their Christmas show, they have a whole bunch of different times and dates, so you'll want to check the schedules out for that. Now, if you need help booking tickets for the Hughes Music Show or any show or attraction in Branson, be sure to call the folks at iBranson.com at 877-ENTERTAIN, or you can go online to iBranson.com to start planning your vacation to Branson. Now, you can always find PlayBranson episodes on social media on Facebook or our YouTube channel, so be sure to subscribe to YouTube at PlayBranson. Folks, be sure to support our Branson shows because live entertainment makes a difference. That's it for today. We'll see you here next week on PlayBranson.